Hi friends, and thanks for joining me today for a 15-minute hip opening stretch. Go ahead and join me on the mat and open your feet wide with your toes pointing to the corner of the mat. We're going to take 4 deep sumo squats, or for those of us who have danced before, some grand pliés in second. Take it nice and slow and just really ease into that deep stretch. We're going to take one more here. Now go ahead and find a forward fold, really reaching down and over, placing your palms on the ground. Find a rag doll by grabbing your elbows with the palms of your hands. We're just going to hold here as we give into gravity and give into that deep hamstring stretch. Now place your palms on the ground. And we're going to find 4 more sumo squats in this position. As you bend the knees, make sure to sit those hips back as far as you can. And really let gravity help you out in here. Take one more deep squat. And on your next one, we're going to come down and roll your torso up as you maintain the bend in the knees. Twist your right shoulder forward as you find a stretch in the back, and then alternate to the left. Continue to alternate right shoulder forward, and now switch to the left. Come back to center and fold your torso forward again, bringing your palms to the ground and coming in to find a yogi squat, bringing your hands to heart center. Your hips should be starting to feel a little bit looser now. When we sit at our computers all day, our hips and our lower backs tend to tighten up, so it's really important that we find time each day to stretch them out so we don't start to get other problems like lower back pain or immobility. So go ahead and put your palms on the floor and send your hips up to the sky. We're going to come over into a right side lunge with your left leg extended. If you need to keep your hands on the floor here, definitely do that. If you're able to, bring them to your heart center to get a little bit of a deeper stretch in that hamstring. Bring your palms to the ground and transition to a low lunge over your right foot. Bring your left knee to the ground as you feel a deeper stretch in both the left and the right hip. If you want a deeper stretch in your right hip, go ahead and take your right hand and press the right knee out as much as is comfortable for you. You can stay here, or for an even deeper stretch, bring your elbows to the ground and come into lizard pose. Taking 3 deep breaths here. When you're ready, bring your palms to the ground and lift your arms up to the sky as you lean into that left hip. Bring your arms to palm center and twist to your right, resting your left elbow on your right knee. If you want, you can tuck the left toes under and engage that knee for an even deeper stretch. Lower your left knee back down, twist your torso back to center, and bring your arms above your head. Bend your left knee and grab the outside of your left foot with your left hand, getting a nice quad stretch. Release the left foot, bring the arms back up overhead, and come into a low lunge, swiping the right foot straight back into a 3-legged dog. Bend the right leg to get a nice deep hip stretch. Next, we're going to extend the leg back up into 3-legged dog. And then bring the knee directly through into a pigeon pose with the right leg forward. Go ahead and adjust that foot to whatever is comfortable. The closer to a 90-degree angle, the deeper your stretch is going to be. If this is comfortable for you, you can stay here. Or if you want a deeper stretch, go ahead and take a forward fold over the knee. Take a few deep breaths here and just take some time to check in with your body and notice what you're feeling. Any emotions or stress that's coming up, just acknowledge it and let it pass. Slowly start to make your way back up, maybe taking a little back bend. And we're going to find our way back into a low side lunge. I'm going to do it all again on the other side. So make your way into a low side lunge on the left side. Bringing palms to heart center if it's available for you, and if not, leaving them on the floor. Go ahead and twist into your low lunge on the left side. And bring your right knee to the ground. Pressing that left leg out to the side if you're looking for a deeper stretch. And then for an even deeper stretch, bring your elbows to the ground and come into lizard pose. Try not to tighten your muscles and just breathe into the stretch, releasing any tension. Go ahead and put your palms on the floor and slowly come back up into a low lunge, arms overhead. Bring your hands to heart center and twist, putting your right knee on top of your left. Lift that right foot for a deeper stretch. And then bring it back down, coming into a low lunge again, arms overhead. Lift that right foot, grab it with the right arm, and feel that deep quad stretch. Release the back leg, bring the arms overhead, and come back into a low lunge, swinging the left leg through into a three-legged dog. Bend the left knee and find that deep hip stretch, really opening up the hip. Come back to three-legged dog and bring the left leg through into pigeon pose. Again, adjusting the foot where you need to get the stretch that's the most comfortable for you. Stay up on the palms of your hands or come down to your forearms and forehead for a deeper stretch. Take some time again here to notice where you might be holding any tension, and just take some deep breaths and breathe into those places, relaxing into the stretch. Slowly start to make your way back up again as we come back into our low side lunge. And from the side lunge, we're going to come into a seated straddle with your legs as wide as you can possibly get them. So whatever is comfortable for you here. Go ahead and inch yourself forward if you need to. And go ahead and walk your hands forward as far as you can. For the deepest stretch here, make sure to rotate your hips upward so that they aren't caving in as you find opposition in your torso, pulling forward. We're going to spend some time really relaxing into this pose, so just continue to breathe. Get ready to start making your way back up, slowly pulling yourself into a seated position, and we're going to meet on our backs with our feet on the floor. So bring your right knee to your chest and cross it against your left knee, and then bring your left knee to your chest, finding that supine pigeon position, flexing both feet to protect the knees. Start to bring that left foot back to the floor and uncross your right knee, bringing it to the floor as well. Bring the left knee into the chest, cross it over the right knee, flex the left foot, right knee up to the chest, grabbing your arms underneath the right thigh and flexing your right foot to protect the knee. If this position is too much for you, you can keep the right foot on the floor and just find a stretch in that position. Bring your right knee back to the floor and hug your knees into your chest. We're going to find my favorite pose, happy baby pose. So grab the outsides of your ankles and bring your knees to your chest. And you can sway back and forth, whatever is most comfortable for you here as you find that really deep hip stretch. Bring your knees back into your chest, giving yourself a little hug and rolling back up to a seated position. We're going to take our right knee and cross it on top of our left so that the knees are kind of in a line on top of one another. If this stretch is good enough, you can stay here, seated up. And for a deeper stretch, go ahead and take a forward fold over the knees. You should really feel this in your right hip, the outside of your right hip. So go ahead and just take some deep breaths into that part of your body. Start to make your way back up if you've taken the forward fold variation, and switch your legs so that your left knee is on top of your right. Folding forward if that's what's most comfortable for you, or choosing to stay seated upright if that stretch is deep enough. And just breathe, taking some deep breaths in and out here, really breathing into the tension and trying to release all your muscles. And finally, coming up, we'll make our way into our final pose, finding butterfly position with the bottoms of your feet touching. And staying here if this is comfortable, or again, taking a forward fold to really find that deeper stretch in the inner thighs and the outer hips. This is another one of my favorite positions, so you can stay here for as long as you like. And make sure to give yourself some gratitude for coming on the mat today. Thanks for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful day. If you enjoyed this stretch, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for your support, and I look forward to seeing you again.